yours. And on that note, I welcome you on Hard Facts here on 92.3 Nigeria Info. Is always a pleasure. It's time for Hard Facts once again. And have I called my name? I think I've said so many things, but have I called my name? My name is Kala Dakaru Batbo, and I am your humble host for today. All right, so we'll start with the big stories as it is our culture. We do have a topical conversation, the 4 o'clock hour. We will be looking at the political situation in Rivers State, but this time we will be looking at it from the lens of the APC in Rivers State, how their possible change of leadership will affect the current political situation in Rivers State, how, the APC is in the front in terms of the suits asking for the withholding of allocation to the local governments in Rivers State. That case, we will hear the results very shortly. I do not know, maybe. I don't know when the judge intends to, but like the Commissioner of Information has said, the speed of light with which some of these judgments are coming, we may just get to see that in no distant time. But then again, that's one angle we'll look at it from. That conversation will come your way 4 o'clock. The 5 o'clock hour, we will be looking at the court ruling enforcing the withholding of funds allocation to Rivers State government. All right, that being said, let us get to the nitty-gritty of our conversations for today. My first big story, and I've just realized these days I don't like to talk so much on the big stories. I just reel them out and I get your thoughts on the big stories. But today may be slightly different because I will be playing lots of sound bites if time allows me. Well, let's start with this one. Rivers State government holds Thanksgiving service for surviving the political battles in the state. Rivers State government, or should I say the executive government, holds Thanksgiving for surviving the political battles in the state. Now, on the 30th of October 2023, we started all of the conversations that we have had on political crisis in Rivers State. I call it a political drama, from impeachment to, the various court cases to defection and then to more court cases. Like I just said, it started with the impeachment process, and that day was the 30th of October. Remember the day when water cannon was used on the governor. Remember the day when tear gas was fired on the governor. All of that conversation. The day before that was the explosion that was recorded at the chamber of the House of Assembly, all of that conversation. But the Rivers State government did a Thanksgiving saying that the detractors of the executive government have failed, they're losers, and the worst part of it all has passed. Now it is time for development. He assured Rivers people and reassured Rivers people that despite the judgment, that he will still find a way to pay salaries and the construction work project being done all over the state will not suffer. So let's take a listen to the governor. I'm going to look at it from the in-house bulletin, where the governor says, despite the plan to cripple the state, he will still pay the salaries of workers. The governor said this hours after a federal high court in Abuja stopped the Central Bank of Nigeria from further releasing monthly financial allocations to the Rivers State government. Speaking during an elaborate Thanksgiving event organized by the Rivers State government to mark the 1 year it survived an impeachment plot, Governor Fubara assured contractors and local government chairmen that they would get their allocations. Let's take a listen to the governor.
This evening, we're here to tell God, to appreciate God. God, the way you did it 1 year ago, we know you're going to do it again for us. So you don't need to bother about the stories that are in social media. That one is the least of your trouble. By tomorrow, I'm still going to pay my contractors. By tomorrow, those of you that have not gotten your salary, their salary, your alert will also get to you. Local government chairman, you've had your jack. Your money is coming to your account.
Governor Fubara also vowed never to implement the other parts of the peace agreement because of plans by the detractors to ambush him. The governor, however, clarified that it was not the initiator of the peace deal, which is the president, Bola Tinubu, that ambushed him, but those he thought were sincere about resolving the emerging crisis. Okay, let's take a listen to that now.
We went to court immediately, withdrew our matters, and you call yourself honorable when you cannot even. It was because we withdrew our matter. Even the matter you filed, you took advantage of it and went and got judgment. Is it not fraud? It shows that you're not honorable. I acted as a honorable man, believing that the agreement should be what we should stand by, and I came and I complied. When I discovered that I was being ambushed, I said, those other things that they are looking for to make them feel they are coming back to life, we will not do it.
The governor said his government has remained strong and determined despite all attempts to frustrate it.
They said we are not going to last for 1 week. We have done 1 year plus. We're also doing 1 year anniversary of the attempt. They said those will not leave as local government chairman. Today, we have the local government chairman sitting with us. They said commissioners should resign immediately so that we'll be crippled. Today, we have more than 23 commissioners. By the special grace of God, we have embarked on projects that are touching the life of Rivers. We have shown prudence. We are not here to steal your money. Yesterday, it was declared that Rivers State transparency and accountability kept them in #1 position.
All right, so what are your reactions to that? I'd like to hear from you. You've heard the governor speak during the Thanksgiving event. Once again, he said it is because they attempted, of course, describing his detractors' activities, they attempted to murder River State by attempting to remove him or attempting to kill his political career. All right, so what do you make of all of that? Well, let's quickly look at the second big story because it is slightly connected. And the second big story is talking about the Martin Amaehule led faction of the House of Assembly withdrawing their case from Justice Peter Lifu's court, of course, the Federal High Court in Abuja. They have withdrawn the case that saw them petition INEC, the police, what else again? I think some other agencies or institutions of government against conducting by-elections. Remember, there was a conversation as to whether their seats were declared vacant or not. Now, I do not know why they have withdrawn it. From what we've learned in the past few weeks, if they have withdrawn it, it means that there is nothing stopping INEC from going ahead to conduct by-elections if truly indeed their seats have been declared vacant. I remember not too long ago, Victor Oko-Jumbo led Assembly had said that they have written INEC on several occasions, asking INEC to conduct the by-elections for the vacant seats in the House of Assembly. And now I remember the chairman of INEC once upon a time did say that the reason why they were yet to look into River State issues is and was because there were court situations in this state. Now, what I don't understand is why the Martin Amaehule led faction is very bold to make this move, because it means if indeed their defection is automatic, that means INEC will go ahead to conduct by-elections. Commercial break. When we come back, we talk some more.
The show continues after this break on Nigeria Info.
All right, thank you very much for staying put to the frequency 92.3 Nigeria Info. We're looking at the big stories right about now. For those of you who do not know who I am Kalada Korubatabo. Oh, you could also follow me on social media, Kalada. It will be my pleasure having conversations on social media, with you, just like with the anyways, we're looking at the big stories, and I've reeled out the first one. I told you that Rivers State government, executive government, held a Thanksgiving event, looking back at how the political battle started and how they have survived up until this time. And then I moved on to a similar conversation. I was just talking about it before I went in for a commercial. And my second big story has got to do with the withdrawal of a court case before a federal high court, led by, presided over by Justice Peter Lifo. And, that court case has got to do with INEC conducting by-elections to fill the seats they claim they are currently filling. So it's a bit confusing, and I want to get your thoughts on it. It's confusing because are they saying that they are sure that their seats are solidified and there is no vacancy? Remember also they had declared the seats of the Victor Okojumbo-led faction vacant. So are they doing that so that INEC could also go into by-elections to fill their positions? And now it's really getting interesting, the political situation in the city, even though, once again, the governor says the most difficult part, the worst parts of the political battles in River State are far behind us. Let's get your thoughts on that one. And by the way, it's good to note what the Commissioner for Information did say. Not a new big story, still with the political battles in River State. It did mention something that caught my attention, which I want to add to my first and second big stories, and that is the fact that he pointed to the speed at which these judgments are coming, and we're yet to get a judgment as to the defection. Now, I do understand that the one brought about by the elders, that got to the Court of Appeal, right? But he has mentioned that, the matters asking the court to interpret Section 109 is not getting accelerated hearing as the others. Do you share in that sentiment? I just wanted to add that to the first and second big story. Do you share in that sentiment? I'm looking for the sound bite. So I could play. Where the what's it called now? The commissioner was pinpointing the speed. The where is it? I did see it not long ago. Anyways, when I do see it, I'll play it for you. But let's now quickly touch the third big story. The third big story is yet again another interesting story, trust me. Now, you know how I would always complain whenever I am on the road and I see police collecting, some people said I shouldn't call it tithe and offerings anymore. So maybe I'll go with taxation, right? So I see them collecting taxes from motorists. And I do understand that the motorists have a part of the blame because most of them don't have their vehicle licenses, their vehicle particulars. And so they are giving those taxes, I think I like tithes and offering. They're giving those tithes and offerings to the police officers because they don't want to be asked about their vehicle particulars. Some of them are driving cars that are not roadworthy. But then, every now and then we say the government is corrupt. Every now and then we say the political elites are corrupt. Every now and then we say, one man wants to steal the patrimony of River State. However, we, the people, also exhibit traits of corruption. And just like the House of Reps member who shouted, "Do you know who I am?" a couple of days ago, we may just be like that if we get into power. What do I mean? It's in River State have arrested their own officers, about 3 of them, who are believed to be perpetrating malpractices along the Rumokoro axis of River State. Now, this report before me says the Rivers State Police Command says it has arrested 3 of its officers for engaging in corrupt practices against motorists under the Rumokoro flyover on Tuesday. Now, Public Relations Officer of the command, Grace Koko, in a statement named the officers as Inspector Sarah Anendie, Inspector Caroline Promise, and Inspector Christiana Jatwa, or is it Jatao? SP Ringe Koko said the officers were arrested following a coordinated monitoring patrol by operatives from the Commissioner of Police Monitoring Unit. She said 2 of the officers, Inspectors Caroline Promise and Christiana Jatao, were arrested while conducting unprofessional behavior while on mufti, which contravenes police standards. According to the statement, the officers were captured on video by a mobile phone, providing clear evidence of their actions. She also said during a search on the officers, the money taken from the motorists were recovered. She said the officers are currently detained and awaiting appropriate disciplinary measures. The statement further reiterates the Commissioner of Police's commitment to uphold professional integrity and assures the public that any personnel found violating the principles of service will be held accountable. Now, Commissioner of Police, once again, welcome to Rivers State. Please, in front of St. John's along Warfare Road, I think that's what it's called, St. John's Junction. Please send your monitoring team to go investigate. Commissioner of Police, once again, welcome. Just by Oberikoye flyover, please send your monitoring team to go check. Now, I think we've done Rumokoro, so I wouldn't mention Rumokoro. I would also mention Akanya. I believe that's the pronunciation. Akanya, go there as well. I think towards the evening time and towards ninth time. Also, Sania Bacha Road. I could go on, but I'm going to leave the rest for Port Harcourt and Obiakpo and the rest of Rivers people to tell me where some of these checkpoints where we pay taxes to police officers or tithes and offerings to bishops on the streets, to our pastors in a black uniform on the streets, they will tell us more about it. But I do appreciate the fact that we have a monitoring team going about. And I do hope that the people who are caught would be used as an example to those who are yet to be caught. All right, let's open the phone lines now. 0817923 0002, 0817923 0003, 0817923 0007. WhatsApp number 0809 0306416. Once again, 0809 0306416. Okay, let's get the conversations rolling and let's get it started. Once again, 0817 923 0002, 0817 923 0003, and 0817 923 0007. What are your thoughts? This one says, Kalada, good afternoon. Please, the same way. The system seemingly is loading, so sorry, apologies. The same way the police arrested these 3 female officers, they should also monitor the officers in Amadi Police Station along Abloma Road from 7 p.m. They cause long traffic because of collecting offering. Anonymous, thank you very much for that one. I do appreciate your anonymous message and direction. This one says, good afternoon. I don't like this when people say that they collect money from motorists because they don't have papers. Please, it's not correct because I have once been on the road. You must whether you have or not, and that was the reason why commercial driver don't bother getting driver's license. Make a verification. J Moore from Port Harcourt, okay? If you say so. This one says, please, I'm a bit worried about the skeletal payment of salaries to teachers this month, where some have received theirs since on Monday and others in the same bag are yet to receive up till now. I don't know if it is connected to the judgment of the Abuja High Court stopping the CBN not to release allocation to the state from James Stamina. James, I cannot verify what you've just shared with me, but let's see how things play out, right? I've got Judge from Buguma. Judge, welcome. What is on your mind? I'd like to hear from you.
Kalada, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon, George.
Yes, you see, on the statement of the governor, I think, you see, there is nothing to bother. When the judgment came, it looks as if the heart of everyone has fainted and things have really gone. But I think it's just part of human. But if you listen to the governor's statement, he said, I am not here to steal your money. It means that opposite that statement, you must know that those who are really very eager to see how they can return through the back door, are they telling us that they are desperate or they left something in the brick house before that they want to return and collect? I don't understand, because those who have served in the past are not doing what these persons are doing. We have had the former governor or the late Right Honorable Ruth Mishi. They are not to this extent to which things are today. And you are taking actions and you are not really thinking that there is, even the scripture says, there is hereafter. Whatever you do today, there is a tomorrow. That is what it means. So I don't know why they are so busy. So make sure that you overdo things. But I want to say that on the other issue of the paper, the Martins Amaehule withdrawal, you do know that on social media there is even what we saw people, they are trying to withdraw the affidavit.
But you had the lawyer this morning wanted it sent to the court. It's in the court. You can't withdraw it's going to be in the court because of documentation.
No,
so let's get it right.
I agree with you, but my brother, the way things are going, you can see how cases, judgment like the information commissioner is saying, you can just wake up, hear judgment. So the way things are today is like anything can just happen. Anything can just happen. The things that is not normal can just be normal.
All right. I've got to go, Judge. I've got to go. All right. Thank you. Ken, sorry about that. Chima also from Ishoku, sorry about that. But let's read some more messages. This one says, Amaehule Led 26 orders withdrawal of suit against INEC and PDB could have been a good development, but INEC ordinarily seems biased. The judiciary is on self-trial to purge itself. Ami for Ernest texting from Port Harcourt. All right, let's see. This one says, Kalada, as a state government that enjoys Thanksgiving, we're expecting this Thanksgiving to also hold in the 23 LGAs and 319 wards of the state with our IGRI whip for my dear state, Uzoma Chris. Uzoma, I don't know if you noticed, but I think there was the Thanksgiving that held in Obiakpo local government area yesterday. I think I saw it on X, where the Obiakpo chairman did post that they also were giving thanks for surviving the political battle, in the past 1 year. I've got Clinton, and I believe Clinton is calling me from Bori via WhatsApp. Can you hear me, Clinton?
Okay. I can hear you, Kalada. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon. Let's talk then.
Yeah, I listened to the governor. I also listened to the commissioner. Like I've been saying on your station, Kalada, the body language of these persons does not show that we really want peace in the state.
Yeah, but they say they have been ambushed, so it's not like they don't want peace, but the honorables are not honoring agreements.
Let me bring you back to the peace accord.
Okay.
When we had the peace accord in Rivers State here, there was relative peace after that accord. And if you recall, Kalada, the Martins Amaehule Assembly waited. They wrote to the governor on several occasions to represent that budget. It was on the failure of the government to represent that budget That was when they went back to court.
Okay, so let me. I'm not. I'm very happy you are an avid or ardent listener of the show. I don't take sides, right? But let's look at it this way: you and I are doing business. Is it not give and take? Because the governor is arguing that they recognized the Martin Amaehule led assembly, which of course was part of the agreement. They did some other things. They brought back some commissioners, but they did not withdraw their suit. Martin Amaehule led faction did not withdraw their suit, and that's what broke the camel's back. Yeah, that's what they said.
No, I don't think so, Kalada.
Oh,
because
okay.
me and you, we are here. We are all here in this state.
Okay.
It took a very long period of time after the peace accord, and these people have been writing the governor to represent the budget.
You keep upping on representation of the budget.
That is the whole number contention here, Kalada.
Wait, no, that was not the whole. There was a talk about paying the lawmakers their salaries. There was a talk about recognizing them. There was a talk about withdrawing court cases. There was a talk about withdrawing the impeachment notice. There was a talk that's what made it an 8-point agenda. Now, the only thing you're harping on is the fact that they did not represent the budget. But have you thought about the fact that Martin Amaehule's side also did not withdraw the lawsuit?
But the impeachment notice was withdrawn.
Of course, the impeachment notice was withdrawn.
Yes, so that's why it's the process.
But it's not. So I understand where you're coming from, but I'm saying if you should blame the Fubara's faction, you should also think about the Martin Amaehule's faction, because they were also not honoring the 8-point agenda, because they did one, they did not do the other. Think about it from the angle where I'm coming from.
I get the point. I get what you're saying, Kalada.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is that both factions should ensure that their body language, their utterances in public, promote peace.
Oh, okay, better.
Because that's what we want in Rivers State.
All right.
Then, going forward, a lot of judgment have come out, Kalada. A lot. How many of them have been implemented? None have been obeyed. Even though when you're going to court, if you're going to appeal a judgment, you apply for a stay of execution.
Okay.
How many stay of execution do they have?
All right.
And why have they failed to implement the judgment? And that is why the problem has prolonged this long.
Okay. All right.
So I think that all parties must ensure that they obey the law, because that is the bone of contention. Obey the law. And if you're going to appeal, go to appeal, fine. But obey the law, the current judgment.
All right, Clinton.
Now, on the issue of the police, Kalada,
quickly, I've got
it's a very good thing.
Okay.
That there's sanity in the police. Let's sanitize the police force and ensure we have those that do their duty diligently. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you, Clinton. I've got Bright from Rumodumaya. Please, when I do take... Oh, my Bright, I missed that one. I've got Chima from Rumokuta. Chima, welcome.
Hello.
Oh, my... The network seems terrible. Emeka from Elele. Emeka, welcome. What's on your mind? Please talk to me.
Yes, my dear brother. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Yes, my name is Emeka. Calling from Elele.
All right, Emeka, welcome.
My dear brother, it's good to give thanks to God.
Okay.
The Egyptian we see today, we shall see them no more.
Okay. Okay. No, I'm listening. I'm listening.
Because yesterday Thanksgiving is what praising God.
Okay.
God, it's a total liberation. October, every October, I will advise the River State government. They should set aside every 30th of October. There should be praise night. In regards to Martin Amaehule and Co., they should please present themselves another rerun election. They have a very bad case.
Okay.
They cannot come back through a back door. The door has been closed for them.
All right.
So they should prepare for a run. If they are popular, they should come and test.
Okay.
Not moving from one place to another in Abuja. Abuja will not save them. Judiciary will not save them.
All right.
They should come and present themselves to run
for
election.
All
They
right.
have lost their seat.
All right.
I am calling on INEC to come and do a run by next month.
Okay.
We are eager. We are ready to vote. They should come. Thank
All
you
right.
and God bless
All right.
you.
Thank you very much. I've got Patrick from LMA. Patrick, welcome. What is on your mind? I'd like to hear from you.
I want to go on the side of the Commissioner of Information.
Okay. Let's hear your thoughts.
Mr. Galada, you and I understand that the Supreme Court has determined the status of these lawmakers. The issue we are having in the state today wouldn't have been there. I think Section 209 is no different. If a man turned down his resignation and somebody defected from a party that sponsored him as a legislature, I think these two particular this thing that are just quoted has no difference. So Supreme Court should determine these people their status so that we will know where they belong, and the governor will determine the fate of the state.
All right.
So the governor should wake up and ensure that that yesterday's judgment should not stand, because tomorrow another state will suffer the same thing. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much. I've got Victory calling from Rumokoro. Victory, welcome. Are you happy?
I will too.
Okay.
Afternoon.
All right.
I want to read that. I want to read that the presidential peace pact.
All right, please.
Because it appears a lot of persons.
Victory, go ahead.
Said in the morning, and that information is not correct. Now, number one on the peace pact said all matters instituted in the court by the governor of Rivers State, Sir Fubara, and his team, in respect of the political crisis in the state, shall be withdrawn immediately.
Okay.
That is number one.
Okay.
The matter did not say all matters instituted by the governor of Rivers State and the Amaehule Led Assembly. The peace pact did not say so.
So let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Okay. If it says all matters withdrawn, is that matter not
not all matters?
Wait now. I'm going somewhere. I'm going. Victory. We are having a conversation. You know the rules on my show. This is not a shouting match. We're having a conversation. So you've made your point. Can I ask you a question? Now, when you say all matters instituted by the governor, and then the matter that was not instituted by the governor still withdrew his case, is that not a call for peace? Let's even go by what you've read. Is that not a call for peace? It's not really. Oh.
When the peace pact said withdraw your impeachment notice,
okay.
Amaehule team withdrew the impeachment notice.
Okay.
And expected that the governor will present the budget as instituted, as said on the peace pact.
So
it is clear.
I don't understand where you're coming from, Victory, but let me ask you a question like I asked Clinton. So you are in the governor's shoes, or let's say you and I have a business deal, and then I have refused to withdraw the suit I have before you. Would you be comfortable presenting the budget before me? Now let's remove it.
There is a reason why you refuse to withdraw the suit.
Okay.
And the reason why you refuse to withdraw the suit is because I have not brought to the account the records of account in our company.
Okay.
We are having a problem in our company, and they say you will to withdraw the suit.
Okay.
And the reason why you refuse to withdraw the suit is because I have refused to bring out the record of account so that you will see how I spent money.
Interesting.
In the company that you and I run.
Interesting.
So
Interesting.
If I have refused to refuse the account, it is because if you have refused to withdraw the suit, it is because me, I have refused to bring the account.
All right.
So when I bring the account, you withdraw your whole suit.
All right. Interesting. But I've got to go. Victory, you do have a point there. Thank you very much. Let's move on. Victory doesn't agree with the ambush explanation, but I wonder if you agree with Victory on that one. I see JJ is trying to call me on WhatsApp. JJ, I keep missing your call. Hector as well. And I don't know this. I think there's a number here. But let's see. Let's come here and let's read. The Abuja resolution never asked. Where is it now? Okay. Oh wow! So many messages. Where do I start from? Key points of the resolution. It says, 1, Governor Fubara and his allies will withdraw all court cases related to the crisis. The State House of Assembly will drop impeachment proceedings initiated against Fubara. The leadership of the House under Speaker Martin Amaehule, Wike loyalists will be recognized along with the 27 lawmakers who defected from the People's Democratic Party. Governor Fubara will represent the 2024 budget to the Amaehule Led Assembly. Salaries and benefits for all Assembly members and staff will be restored. The Assembly will have the autonomy to choose its location and conduct business without interference from the executive. The governor will resubmit the names of resigned commissioners for approval. The dissolution of local governments is declared null and void. The resolution marks a significant step towards de-escalating the tension in River State. The willingness of both factions to compromise and adhere to the agreement is crucial for restoring the normalcy and stability of the region. The commissioner is now speaking the truth. He said, I would like to have a copy of Justice Danagogo expertly order that made Edison speaker. Who talked about that, Edison? I'm not talking about Edison being speaker. Like I think I was saying to someone that matter has been withdrawn. Well, let's come here. This one says, good afternoon. My name is Rabuchi, commenting from the UK. My take on this imbroglio is that Abuja is taking sides with Wike. This is why all the shenanigans are happening. The governor should activate the next plan because the federal government can never get our finances from River State and yet use the judiciary to deny River State its share. But they are not being denied their share, are they? They're saying that the River State government should do things according to the law. So it's going to be argued on the point of law, not via violence, I guess. But this one says 30th October 2023 was the day River State liberated from one mass decision he said, from one man's decision to the people's decision. All right, my phone lines are ringing from everywhere. WhatsApp. Where do I start? Even my personal line is ringing. All right, let's see. This one says, Michael in INEC, why spend so much time debating the matter with people who are bent on turning facts upside down? They and their relatives are the big victims of this political rascality. Let the music play on. What music are you talking about? Let's see, do I have a commercial? Yeah, I do have a commercial in a bit. Let's hope that something good will come out of this litany of court rulings, because Wike's antics of building houses for judges is pure. Okay, I'm going to stop it there, Victor from Egbe. That's an allegation, and we don't do allegations on the show. Moving on, the governor didn't withdraw the case he filed in an Ishiku High Court against his impeachment after Martin withdrew from the same matter. Oh, so I get Uzoma, so you're saying that was a payback. Okay, all right. Okay, it's getting interesting with contributions. But let's look at this one. This one says, how would it look like since Wike, Tony Kocha, and the Martin Amaehule have made moves in stopping the federal allocation coming to River State, and eventually they succeeded? What then has the governor promised he would pay council workers probably through the IJARU? Select between simplified workers of River State from Wikimatics and pay only the simplified workers, then direct the Wikimatics to get theirs from Tony Kocha and Wike. How would they feel? Calvin Yobo Frank is asking. Let's come here. This one says, Nigeria judiciary system has understood your importance and don't want to wear one suit to drive one old car. Abuja Federal High Court judges have taken the lead. Make money from politicians who are selfish. Wariboko BG. All right, Wariboko, thank you. And this one says, police discipline officers at Rumokoro for extortion. To me, that's just a deceit and witch hunt, because virtually every roadblock in River State here openly broad daylight collecting taxes. Why not go for all in front of the State High Court, in front of my one police, East-West Road, Abadi Park? In fact, everywhere you see a road blocked by the police, there's likely bribery. So I'll never commend the police for just this one, because they need no investigation to see these men. It's crystal clear. Daily. Tamano Saki Jumbo with that one. This one says, you would have to ask the police, I guess. I don't know, whoever is in charge. Say, when one's particulars expires, how many days of grace do you have? I really do not know. I'm not a lawyer, yeah. There's a certain police officer that has been at a particular spot in Oigbo Road by Yam Zone for over 8 years now, extorting the drivers. Last Friday, I tried to capture his name, but it's like he has intentionally damaged his name on the badge. Katie, the guy is a threat and should be removed from that place. He has eaten enough at that point, even at gunpoint for over 8 years. Police force should put their eyes on that young man. Or, John is saying, I don't know what your or is. I sincerely appreciate the Commissioner of Police in River State for his reforms in the Nigeria Police Force. River State, I plead that his monitoring team extend the activities to Oyibo River State, Abia State boundary point, where the police have comfortably blocked the road with drums and bamboo sticks and only open them to motorists after their offering. Also, it should equally help look into the welfare and training of police officers in River State. All right, I did not know that. All right. Let's see. So many messages. Where do I start from, really? Oh, my goodness. On Facebook, I did see a message. It says, Wow. Where do I start from? My goodness. Oh, this one says, please, I just passed through roadblock after airport junction. Now monies have been collected. Wutu. And that's coming from Uvira. All right. This one says, I am Welex. The problem Governor Fubara is going through is self-inflicted and more is yet to come. Chinua Achebe in his book, Things Fall Apart, said, what an elder sees from far while sitting down. If a child climbs a high Iroko tree, he will not see it. Governor Fubara got himself distracted by his so-called organic supporters after signing a peace agreement presided by President Tinubu, which he hitherto said is not a death sentence. It was the distraction that cost him and his lawyers to forget that he had earlier withdrawn his affidavit at the Federal High Court with the intention of implementing the 8-point resolution and consequently has jeopardized his ongoing case in the court. That part of the 8-point resolution he has been avoiding is still hunting him till date and may cost his impeachment from office. Yesterday we all heard the governor during his anniversary speech where he declared that thing they want me to do to validate them, I will not do it. The Supreme Court rules alongside the Court of Appeal and he refuses to comply. Is that no more trouble? This is a man who came out to say, I will do anything to bring peace to River State. This is nothing but grandstanding and egocentric. What does the governor stand to lose if you abuse the court and the president? Nothing. Only an impeachment will resolve the crisis, and it's not far-fetched. Welex. All right, we do have an announcement for you. Let's take the announcement now.
City of God Covenant Embassy invites you to her Grace and Faith Convention camp meeting. Theme:
I've got 60 seconds. 60 seconds. Can you hear me, JJ? All right, that would be the last call. I was hoping I could hear from JJ, who, of course, is very close to the government, so he probably may have had information that we know nothing about. But unfortunately, we couldn't take that call. So let's call it. What was it now? Let's take a break. I wasn't going to call it today. Let's take a break. When we come back from the other side of the news, you and I will talk some more about the political situation in River State. Please do stay tuned.
Are you having